What's up, New Life Church? It's Pastor Ryan here and Todd Richardson, our Director of Administration, and we're just going to give you some frequently asked questions, some FAQs around Forward as we move toward Commitment Sunday, or maybe you're watching this after Commitment Sunday, and you just had some questions about how this Forward commitment works over the next couple of years. So we're going to address some of those, and obviously, if you have more questions, feel free to reach out to our church office. You can reach out to Todd Richardson at trichardson@newlifenaz.church, and he'll answer all those questions for you. But here's just some common questions that you might be wondering about as we move forward together. And the first is, previously we had the Together on Mission pledge drive and campaign, and so that was what funded our missions. And if you're wondering, what do I do? Todd, let us know. What do we do if what we want to do is change, our online giving from Together on Mission to Forward? Can you just walk us through a little bit about how that works?
Sure. There's really not a whole lot that you do need to do. We have already changed that on the online giving to reflect Forward. So if you were giving to Together on Mission and you look at your online giving, it's now just going to say Forward instead of Together on Mission. There's really nothing there that you need to do to change.
Okay, good. Well, next question is, what about my current missions giving then? If I stop giving to Together on Mission, what's going to happen there? Walk us through that.
So anything that comes in starting here forward that is marked missions will show up on your giving statement as Forward. So if you mark it missions, or if you've been giving to missions in the past and you still just mark missions, however you do that, all of your past missions giving still counts towards the new Forward initiative. So it will just show up as Forward.
Okay, good. Well, what if I haven't been doing that? Like I haven't given to Together on Mission, and now I want to start giving toward Forward. How do I get that started?
So there's a couple of things. If you haven't been giving at all online, you can go on to online. That is through the church app. You can get there that way. You can go through our website, newlifenaz.church, and you can get to the giving link there as well. And you go in, you can set up a one-time gift, or you can set up a reoccurring gift. So if you're doing Forward and you've pledged to give a certain dollar amount every month, you can set up a recurring to where it is automatically done either through your bank account or on a credit card or debit card. And there is a drop-down menu there that has all of the different categories that you can give to, tithes and offerings or Forward. And you just choose the one that says Forward, designate how much you're going to give, and that will then come out on a reoccurring basis however often you set that up. You can set it up to come out monthly. You can set it to come out weekly. You can set it every 2 weeks. All of that can be done there on the online giving portal.
Now, for those of you who may be wondering, like how, is that safe? Is it secure? Like, what about hackers and all that? The platform that we use for online giving is a trusted, safe, secure platform with encryption and all of that sort of stuff. So your data is kept safe, and we don't actually get any of that information, any of your payment information and all that. They just give us that you made a payment, and so all that stuff is not in the hands of the church. So you don't have to worry about that. But I have a question too. Like, what happens if I set up recurring giving, and then something happens in my life, I lose my job or whatever, and now I've got this recurring giving coming out. What do I do? Can I change that? Can I pause that? Like, how is the church, does something bad happen? Can you kind of walk us through what happens if I need to make some changes or adjustments?
Sure. Once you've set up, or you've gone online and set up a reoccurring gift, they will give you access to go back and cancel that reoccurring gift. You can edit that reoccurring gift. Or if by accident you set up and you all of a sudden realize it's too late, it's already gone through, I've hit send and I've done it twice, or I accidentally did it twice, you can contact me at the church office, and I do have a way of refunding that straight back to either your bank account or your debit card. But if there was ever a change and you needed to make a change, you can log into your account. If you forget your login information, there is a way to receive that, just like on any other website, where you just click on the forgot password and that type of thing. But if it goes beyond that and you still can't get in, you can contact me in the church office, and I have the ability to help you access and get that reset.
And there really is a lot of advancements that have been made in online giving, and especially with COVID and stuff, just making online giving so much more accessible and safe and easy and secure. And so that's what Holly and I use. I would highly recommend that. But there are some who love that the traditional way of, hey, I want to write a check, I want to put it into the offering, I want to do those things. And so walk us through, like, if I'm writing a check toward Forward, can I just do one check? Do I have to do lots of? How does that work?
So there's a couple of options there as well. Yes, you can just write one check, and you can then, in the memo section of your check, break out how much of that check you want to go to your regular tithes and offerings and how much of that check you want to go to your Forward commitment. And you can just write that in the memo section. Or if you want to, you can grab in the envelope, in the seat backs here in the sanctuary. There are the giving envelopes, the tithing envelopes. Those are also available out at the Info Hub. Some people even have some of those at home. And even if you have the old ones at home, you can still use those. You can mark it out on those envelopes as to how much you want to go to your tithe, how much you want to go to your Forward pledge. And even if you have some of the older envelopes that still say Together on Mission, or even some of the really old envelopes that say Faith Promise, you can put your Forward pledge in those lines and it will automatically go there.
Yeah, we want you to know that if you have a heart for giving toward local and global missions, so do we. And so our commitment is to fund those first. And if you have any additional questions, again, reach out to the church office. You can also send an email to Todd. It's trichandson@newlifenaz.church. And he'll get with you and on the phone or whatever and help answer any of those questions. But more than anything, we just want to encourage you, take that step of faith. Know that you're trusting Jesus with this, and that you can trust New Life as well to walk through that with you. You're not in this alone, and we are just so grateful for you, even making the decision to go above and beyond where you've been right now, to take that step forward in bold faith, to take that step forward in radical generosity. And so thank you for joining us in that. And we are excited. And over the next several months and over the next year or two, we'll be sending you updates about how we are in the process, how you are in that process. We'll give you updates about where you are with that giving. And we'll just continue to express our thanks to you and our thanks to God for helping us all move forward together to bring hope in the valley. God bless you.